Okay, we're still at the Banff Springs, but today, this Friday, which is April 17th, no, 18th. No, it's the 17th. Anyway, it's for the first time since we've been here all week, it's sunny-ish. We are looking at the Spray River. You can just barely see the hotel right through those trees. That's the Walled House, which is a German pub here on the site of the Banff Springs Hotel. We're gonna do something I tried the other day. I didn't think it would work, but it worked. And so now we're gonna try it in earnest. And we're actually gonna put the camera in a river. Morning. Jogger. We're gonna put the camera in the river and see if we can see anything good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk here. Now this bridge, for those of you who don't know the Banff Springs, see there's the Walled House sign. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, there is a world-class golf course just down that bridge. But since I don't golf, we're gonna go that way. If I shut up for a minute, you can hear the Bow Falls, which we might get a look at in a minute. But there's the Spray River. And just ahead, around the bend there, it's gonna connect with the Bow River. And then it flows all the way through the province. Anyway, we're gonna try this. We're gonna leave it in the water for a minute. Now I want you people to appreciate what this is. It's about -5 degrees outside. That is a snowpack fed river. So it looks clean and beautiful. And it's colder than a witch's bejeebies out there. But we're gonna try this. So let's see if you can see any fish. I don't know. All right, just so you know, that water is cold. Okay, I gotta pull it out now. First of all, my hand is now frozen. And I got my toes wet. Whew. So I hope we got some good footage. Thankfully, I brought a small towel for my hand, because I knew it was going to do that. What I hadn't realized was that I'd actually get my toe all the way in the water. Whoa! I thought about just putting the camera in the water, but it was moving too fast. It would have swept the camera away. Okay. I can almost feel my fingers again. Try this again. Let's put my foot on that rock so it stays out the water. Okay, that's enough water for now. That water is cold. Oh. All right. So if we keep walking down here, See, it connects to the bow. And there's the Bow Falls. I think we'll walk a little closer to it today than we did the other day. What I'm gonna do is eventually stitch all these little clips together and make one video of this trip. For the moment though, I think what I'm gonna do is put the camera down for a second while I get out some stuff and get it on the stand. Dry it off a little bit. Hang on a minute. Oh, here you go. Ground view of the river. Not sure my hand will ever be warm again. All right. Here we go. Don't mind the fingers here while I get the camera back on its mount. I'd like to use the mount to put it in the river, but that would mean the camera would be upside down. That kind of doesn't work. Oh. Okay, I swear it's going to be a week before I feel my fingers again. All right, let's go for a walk. Ugh. Ugh. Like I said, it's the first day in a week. Well, it's been 4 days anyway, since we've had blue sky. For the last few days, that mountaintop right there has been completely obscured. In fact, even those trees across the parking lot were hard to see. Because of the fog and the snow. A little earlier in this video clip, you saw me go for a walk in the snow. It's a beautiful, quiet walk. Ugh. Oh yeah. My fingers be numb. But if you all appreciate the photography, then it was worth it. So, you still see a little piece of the hotel right there. We're down here at the Bow Falls little interpretive center. Okay. I said it before, I mean, the site of this website is Kevin Bikes Lethbridge, but hey, when you're having an adventure, you record the adventure. Okay, so we're walking here, people. How'd you like to take a kayak down those waterfalls? Not this hombre, that's for sure. Okay, so we're on the Bow Falls Trail. We're actually headed in the direction of downtown Banff. This trail follows the river. not very far. To be honest with you, I haven't felt motivated to go for huge walks because it's been so wintry. But we got time to kill. The stairs are made out of river stone. Hey, look at that. For as developed as Banff is, they've tried to keep Mother Nature well involved in the development. And there's the hotel. Built in 1888. Sometimes known as the Castle in the Rockies. All sorts of famous people have stayed there. From Fred Astaire to Clint Eastwood. And of course, King Charles III. He was there, he's been there several times when he was the crown prince. Even his mother, the Queen Elizabeth II, she's been there. Well, for a brief minute I thought about walking down there, but it's a little too slick. My hand still hasn't thawed, so we're just gonna keep walking this way. For those of you who want to work out, this trail will do it. I mean, there's more stairs than flat. But it is just following the river, and like I said, they've gone out of their way to make sure Mother Nature wins the development argument. More rapids. Hey! Lots of park benches along this route. Seriously, I hope that underwater footage comes out, because we've been walking, what now? 6-8 minutes? My fingers are still raw. I really hope that you can hear my commentary over the roaring river. I suppose it sounds like the wind in Lethbridge. Except the wind waxes and wanes, this just roars. Yeah, park ranger. This is, of course, a national park. Costs money to get into it. Morning.
Go ahead.
This light comes. All right. I'm gonna tell you, while there are some disappointing things about our stay here, first of all, the weather didn't cooperate. Second of all, things are a little bit more expensive than I thought. But the people here are just scary nice. And the staff at the Banff Springs Hotel, holy cow, nice people. It's amazing, as soon as you get away from the river even a little bit and you're away from the waterfall, it quiets down very quickly. Still incredible scenery. You can tell some of the wildlife is definitely used to people. I mean, that bird didn't even flinch. When I was a kid and I was a trail guide in the Kananaskis area, we used to come across bighorn sheep and all sorts of fairly big animals, marmots and things like that. And if you go to the dump, I guess you can see bears, but I'm not going to do that. But they've gotten really used to people. Sometimes when you drive in the highway, you can see the bighorn sheep crossing the highway. And it's like they own the place. They'll just stop traffic. I'm not sure, the camera just did something weird there. Let's stop this for a minute and check what's going on here. I might have bumped it. Hang on a minute. Alright. I figured out what the camera did, sorted it out. Anyway, okay, so we are here. See that big bridge right underneath the little one? That's the road bridge that separates downtown Banff from Spray Avenue. That's the People Bridge. This is the Bow River. That's a beautiful mountain, and that, boys and girls, is sunlight. Now, my hand has thawed. So we're going to try something else here. And again, I hope you people appreciate all this, because I'm about to refreeze my hand. Now this is the Bow River as opposed to the Spray River. Good morning. We're about to do something crazy.
What are you about to do?
Put the camera in the water, and that water's cold.
Very cold indeed.
All right, here we go. We're going to see if I can see any fish with the camera. Oh. All right. I drew a bit of an audience because they wanted to see what the hell I was doing putting a camera in the water. right. To be honest with you, the Bow River is a trifle warmer than the Spray River. But then it's wider and it's a little bit farther from its snowpack sources, so it's got a chance to warm up a little bit. I mean, my hand's still cold, but it's not as bad as it was. So I hope we got some good footage. I was actually able to leave the camera just sit on the bottom of the river there because I picked kind of a quiet eddy. All right. Well, actually, since we're here, we're just gonna walk downtown. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Well, we can take the People Bridge, or we can walk down to the road bridge. I think I'm gonna walk down to the road bridge. Something I want to show you all. So, it's the Bow River again. Now, if you come to Banff, and you come during the summer and stuff, Banff is a stunning place for nature hikes, bike riding. I'm sorry, boys and girls, but I'd love to ride a bike here. If it was a little bit less icy, the hotel runs e-bikes. As I said before, I'd have been all over that way like white on rice, but it's a little too slick. I mean, some of these trails look like they're pretty good, but some of them not so much. And any trail I'd probably want to ride, probably not so much. Like I'd love to ride the 8-kilometer trail from the hotel to the gondola, just to say I did it. I mean, it's uphill all the way, going to the gondola, obviously, but it's definitely snow and ice packed, because that's the trail I walked the other day in the snowstorm that we caught. What I wanted to show you was that's the original Banff Parks Ranger building. I think I'm still a little early for all the shops to be open. Because it's only, it's only 8:45. I've been up since 5 o'clock. And there, of course, is the ubiquitous Canadian geese. They're everywhere. This bird got attitude up the wazoo. So, there's the transit bus I'm supposed to take to get back to the hotel if I decide to take transit. Supposedly my CNIB ID is valid down here, or up here anyway. Like I said, sunshine. You can actually see the mountains that are around you, which we haven't been able to do. So there's downtown Banff. Basically, it's one long street full of tourist traps. Everything's overpriced and gussied up. But you come to Banff for the experience, just to say you've done it. You know? And if you can't afford the Banff Springs, and let's face it, it's pricey, there are lots of nice hotels and even Airbnbs in the area. But if I were you and I was coming to stay here, and it was just the two of you, you know, husband and wife kind of thing, I'd make a point of budgeting at least $200 a day for food. And then a lot more for any shopping you wanted to do. A lot of the shops here are stuff you can get, you know, in major cities. I mean, Patagonia, it's a chain. There's a few like that around here. This is the museum. But again, it's closed right now. It's still too early. That's a transit map. So from this stop, 9:10 is my next bus. Maybe Banff has all the services, you know, banks, stuff like that. And there are public washrooms scattered through the park. They open at varying times during the day and close at night. There is the McDonald's for this town. And like I said, there's all sorts of restaurants and things. Throughout the city, especially on this main drag, it's nothing but hotels and food, souvenir shops. You see a lot of dogs around here. Tourists bring them. Town's very dog friendly. There's several candy stores for those of you who like candy. And of course, there's the Lululemon store. Mountain Warehouse. Like I said, most of the major chains are here. There's Banff Harley Davidson. Transit stop. Going to the gondola in 12 minutes. See, 12 minutes. 12 minutes to the Fairmont. And then there's, of course, the Starbucks. Gotta have a Starbucks. Funny thing about Banff is if you go off the main street, it's just a regular town. I mean, there's a high school here, lots of different churches. What I'll do is I'll shut the camera off now. I think I'm gonna go and catch the bus back, or the Boston Pizza. Something called Cascade Shops. Obviously it's a little mini mall. And there's a cute little church. Public washrooms. Anyway, we'll record more later. For now, I think I'm going to put it away. You've pretty much seen downtown Banff. The shops continue for another couple of blocks, but shops are shops. Bye, y'all.